Okay, great. So it's been a long time we met. I think we met on Friday. Huh? Oh, Thursday. Great. So what happened to Friday, if you ask me? See, I'm very transparent. What is there? Directly, I'll tell you. So I got injured. How I teach, I'm a professional cricket player also. So during playing, I got my back injured. So that is why I was unable to come. Actually speaking, I came to the class. But morning I took, but I was unable to bear the pain. That is why after taking first class, I went to my home. Okay, so please excuse me for that. But I hope that you took your beautiful day's time to code the code. Yes, so if I'm not wrong, user is what we have created. Database, DAO, user DAO, user DOE, interface, as well as class. All of you have created? Yes? Okay, great. So now let us continue from that. And what is that, sir? If you ask me, watch it. Okay. See, if you look at our table, which table, sir, if you ask me? We have created one table, and this is how it looks like. Good. And what is the name of the table, if you ask me? The name of the table, what you have given? User, like this you have given. So in this many columns also you are given. Am I correct? So if you ask me what are the columns, so many columns you have given, I'll just tell it in the form of the lines in this fashion. Great. See, this is not the end of the story. There are certain things wherein you have to add. Now you'll ask me, there are certain columns I have to add. What is the meaning of that? Watch it. Who is he? He is a user. Tell me who is a user. Who is a user? Customer only. You are wrong. User means a person who uses your application is a user. Which application? Swiggy application. Whoever uses, he is a user. Now, first and foremost thing, who uses this Swiggy application? First of all, I want to order the food. If I have to order the food, I can order the food. Who am I? I am a customer. But only customer will not use your Swiggy and Zomato application. Then who else will use, sir? Watch it. I am speaking about the user. This is the user. Beautiful. And who can be the user? Question arises, what do you mean by a user? Any person who uses your application is a user. Now, who all will use your application? First and foremost thing, it is all the people of this world. That is we, public. He is a customer. Only customer will use Swiggy application. Say, for example, you will order a food from one restaurant. How the restaurant guy will get to know that you have ordered the food? How? Because is his end, he is also using Swiggy application. But whatever Swiggy application you see, and whatever the Swiggy application the restaurant admin or the restaurant owner is seeing is different. But now tell me, even your restaurant admin, that is a restaurant owner, is also using the Swiggy application. Am I correct? Yes or no? That is why he's getting to know that you have ordered the food from his restaurant. How? Because he is also using Swiggy application. What I'm telling you guys are getting this? Yes or no? Great. So that is what I'm trying to tell you. User can be one more fellow. Who is that, sir? He is a person who is going to get to know what food you have ordered. Who is that, sir, if you ask me? Who is he? He is a restaurant owner. And that is what I'm telling them. Sir, only these many two people are the users? Absolutely no. There are few more people who are users. Now you'll ask me, who are those few more people, sir? Watch it. There is one more guy. Who is he, sir? Tell me. Who will get you the food? Delivery boy, delivery agent. How he got to know that he should go to that particular restaurant and get the food what you have ordered? Why? Because in his pocket, there is a mobile. In his mobile also, Swiggy is there. He got one notification that you should go to one restaurant. Please go there. Food is ready. Take that food. Go to one place. Deliver the food. That is why. Now, even your delivery agent is also using the same Swiggy application. Maybe the user interface might be different. Yes or no? But he's also using this application. Correct? So that is why I am telling the user can be this fellow also. And who is that, sir? He is a delivery boy. Like this. This is not the end, my dear students. The user can be one more fellow. Who is that, sir? Who is that if you ask me? I will directly give his name. What is his name, sir? His name is what? System admin. And this system admin is also using the Swiggy application. And whatever the changes are making in this application, only one person should do it. Who is he? System admin. Sensing this much? So system admin, like, he is a person who has developed this. He is going to add, the food. He is going to change make the changes in the code. He is going to completely, if any bugs are there, he is going to remove all those bugs. And who is responsible for that? He is the system admin. Means totally, as a user, how many people are there? So 4 people are there. Sensing what I'm trying to tell? Great. Means now, in the user, only user ID, username, password, phone number, email ID, and all of this is not sufficient. There is one more column you should add. And if you ask me what column I should add, you should add there one column as what? Role. If you ask me what is the type of this role in your database, can anyone tell me what should be the role? Enum. And that you have learned in your DAO class. Yes or no? Great. So now, I'll just come here and tell it in this fashion. And what is that, sir? This is enum. And I hope you have learned how to create these enums. Yes or no? Great. So what is the beauty of these enums? What is the advantage? Yes, advantage is a user can be any one of these 4. That is customer, restaurant owner, delivery boy, system admin. Only these 4 values it can have. I want to give their Chinnu, Babu, good boy, bad boy. It will not take it. Because you have given it as what? Enum. If you are giving their varchar, you can give anything. But I want to be specific among these 4. That is why you should give their what? Enum. Sensing this much? Great. So this is a small change or alteration you should do in your database. This is one. There are some things also required in my database. What is that? That already you have learned in your DAO. What is that, sir? I want to know that when a customer or when any of these 3 people, not 3, okay, 3 people have created their account in your application. I want to know that. So that is why I will come to my user database and I want to give one more column. And what is that, sir, if you ask me? I will tell it as what? Created date. What I should give? Created date. Why is that? Because I want to know when he created the account. Say, for example, today went to Swiggy. It will ask sign up. When he signed up, I want to know that data. Now you'll ask me, why is that? Why? Because I will get to know the traffic of my application. What do you mean? You have created the account, but 6 months you did not use this application. So I will get to know that there are 5,000 people, they just created the account, but they haven't used this application. Why is that? So we will send the mail and tell them that why you are not using our application. What is the problem? Sensing what I'm trying to tell. So that is why to know all of this information, when he created his account in my application, I want to know. That is why created date like this, one column I want. Not only that, I need one more column. And if you ask me which column is that, I want to know when he last logged in. That is why I will just use one more column. And what is that, sir? Last login. Means when he has used my Swiggy application at the last time. So I will get to know that at what time people will use my application. Is it in the morning, 6 o'clock? Is it in the afternoon? Is it in the morning? Is it in the evening? Is it in the night? Is it at 12 o'clock? So that I can better my application. I can recruit the people at night if you are using your Swiggy application at night. Because you should understand we are living in AI era. In AI, everything is data. Yes or no? With the data, we can play like anything. That is why this last login data I wanted, so that I will get to know at what time during the day more traffic is there. That is what I wanted. Sensing this much? Yes. So now, all of this you have created. Some 3 things also you should create. What is that? Role, created date, last login. You have to make changes. You have to make in your DAO also changes. I want you people to do that now. Will you guys do this? Your time starts now. Please do it. See, I'm spending a lot of time. Please listen to me. I'm spending a lot of time because the 70%, even more than that of this application, is residing in somewhere. Where it is, sir? In my database as well as model. In this only 70%, even more than that, your concept is present here. If you're able to code this, coding your view part and controller part is just like this. It's very simple. That is why this we have to spend a lot of time. So better you code this. Make the changes in your database as well as model classes. Please do it. Which one? Oh, you want that. Okay. So first one is role. What about this? What is the data type you'll give here? Only date you will give? Date, time you give. Both of them I want. Date, time. For him also date and time, both. I hope you are able to sense it. Yes or no? Great. So me and your Somana sir, Somana was speaking about this, that when I asked them DAO, they are just opening their eyebrows like this and looking at me. Is DAO is completed or not? I was discussing with Somana. Somana told, yes, it is completed. And he also told me that it's not only DAO, all of these tables as well as classes is completed. Yes or no? Yes or no? All of you have completed all of that? User, as well as restaurant, as well as menu, order history, order item, all of that? Okay, no problem. Please, whatever I tell you, please do it. See, tell me, my friends, in this, which is the primary key you have given? User ID. See, this user ID, maybe you have given it. Maybe you have given it, like passing 1, passing 2. But this user ID, you should not give. Database should auto-generate it. Sensing what I'm trying to tell? Yes? Great. So that is why in the database, for user ID, you should give auto increment so that it will go on producing these user IDs by itself. All of you understanding? No? All of you know how to create enums? Yes or no? You know how to alter your database? Yeah? Look. Hotel cancel. Cancel. Unknown file encoding. Yeah, just a minute. Just a minute. It's been how many days it's come in? It's been how many days? It's been how many days you are getting this?
Now only,
Currently. So it is telling it will work only for UTF-8. Can you please close this and get it once again?
parameter.
Yeah, you should add a parameters to it. Here is enum. Add the values. Customer, restaurant owner, delivery boy, system admin. In this case, all of you completed your user DAO, have implemented user DAO. Yes or no? Here, user DAO, implemented all of you. Great. Where is your laptop, my friend? There's a problem. Okay.
Sir, inside the email, we have to insert the parameters.
Correct.
Sir, but it's
Now close it. First give the name. Okay. Select enum. Now. So you select from that box. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, give the values now. Customer. You have to give, see, you should give it within single quotes. See the value of enum you have to give within single quotes separated by commas. The enum values, whatever you give there, customer, restaurant owner, delivery boy, system admin. All of these should be the parameters of your enum. And when you are giving, you should give it within single quotes. And they should be separated by comma. Then only it will take the values. Double quotes is also fine. Double quotes or single quotes. All of you watch the DO classes once again. All of you watch the video. How many of you watch the video, DAO video, which is there in the LMS? All of you watched it. Oh, okay, beautiful. Now you alter the code. See, even in industry also it happens. When you're creating the code and a new feature comes in and you want to change the code, you have to go there and change the code and alter the entire database as well as the code. The same situation you are also encountering today. And the code you are changing it. And you should be knowing what change you should make in your code, what you have coded. You'll experience thousands of times the same way in your industry. Okay, so this date and time, who should give? Is it you should give or is database should generate it? You should give it or database should generate it? Database should generate it. Then what you will do here, there, if database should generate the date and time, what you will do? What you will do? Generate it. What you will do in the database, tell me? For user ID, you are given primary key and it should only generate all of these user IDs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Means you should give there what? Auto increment. You have an option there in your workbench, constraints. Yes, so there, auto increment you have to select. So that user IDs you should not give. Your database should generate. This is number one. Number two, you can see there, created date, last login. So now I want to know what is the date and what is the time. What is the date? What is the time here as well? Date and time, you should give, you can give, no problem. But I don't want that to happen. I want my database to generate these two. Question arises, how you will do? What you should do? First of all, you created this role. Yes? What about created date? What you will do there? Because date, it should only generate. How you will do? How you will do? You haven't generated this date and time, never? From the database? No? In DO you haven't learned? You haven't learned. You have learned. Role is completed. Role is completed. You are given enum there. What you are given? You are given what? Customer, restaurant owner, delivery boy, and system admin. All of these are the users. Correct? Now what you will give for created date and last login? What you will do? So first and foremost thing, so please watch it. You have 3 more columns, and how to create it, I'll tell you, please watch it. This is the role. This is a created date. And this is last login. The type of this role should be what? Enum. And how to give this? You should give enum, open, close. So this is how your database will give. And inside this, you have to send the parameters. What is that? You should give there what? Customer. Simply customer. If you're giving, it will not work. You have to put it within single quotes or double quotes. Now tell comma. Next, whom you have? Restaurant owner. So you should come here and you should tell it as restaurant owner there. Like this. Within single quotes or double quotes you can use. Again, comma. Comma what? Delivery boy. So delivery boy you should give. In the same way, comma, and what you should give there? What you should give? System admin. So within single quotes or double quotes only you should give. So that is how you should create your enums. Are your enums is ready? Yes or no? Great. So enum is ready. Next, created date. What is the type you have given there? Date, time you have given. Am I correct? So now date and time, it should only generate. Simply date and time, if you are giving it like this, it will not generate. Then what should I do then? Say, in industry also you will encounter the same, because no one is perfect in this world. And I want to ask you this, that you guys are learning Java and you're expecting that whatever the companies will recruit you, you'll be working only on Java itself. You're thinking that way. If you're thinking it that way, you are wrong. You are learning one programming language. But when you go to any companies, it depends on the requirements what they have. Say, for example, they ask you that, hey, you know Java, very good. But I want to ask you this, that how many days you will take to learn C++? Because more number of projects are there in my C++. I want you to learn C++. You cannot tell him that, hey, I know Java only. If you are recruiting me as Java developer, I will come to your company, or else I'll reject your company. Will you tell like that? You should be telling, sir, I'm a very quick learner. I can learn C++ very easily. And C++, Java are almost same, because both are object-oriented programming languages itself. So you have learned 5 to 6 months to learn Java. You will take just 15 to 20 days to learn the entire C++. And when you're creating the C++ project also, you'll be having so many problems. You'll encounter so many problems during your projects. You should be able to solve that. And that is why you have what? Google. You have what? ChatGPT. You have so many AIs. You should make use of it and you should get it done. Sensing this much? Great. The same problem you are also encountering now. There is one project going on, you have already created, but after that you felt, no, I want to add some more feature. That is role, that is created date, that is last login. You are adding, means you are changing the code. The same thing you will encounter. Number one. Number two, you know how to increase the user IDs, but you don't know how the database should get the date and time by itself. If you don't know, you should get it done. How to get it done, sir? There will be some people known as mentors. You should go and ask them in a company. Mentors means what? Those are seniors, senior developers. You should go and ask them, hey developer, I want to get this date and time to auto-generate in my database. What should I do? He will tell, I am busy, go to hell. You do whatever you want, you create it. I'm not responsible. The same thing you will also encounter. Now, with the help of ChatGPT and Google, you should get it done in the industry. Are you guys thinking that? In a company, you will be sitting like this. One teacher will come, start the project. They will teach like this. No, you should do it. You should learn and do it. Now, create a date and login date. Database should create. You should find it now. Will you guys find it? I know the answer. It's something known as a default. In the default, you should give some value there. If you give that, it will create the date as well as time generate. But I want that you to get that answer from the Google or ChatGPT. Because same thing you'll encounter in your IT as well. Sensing what I'm trying to tell? Yes or no? Great. So I will give you some time. You should get me a solution for this. Will you get me the solution? Yes? Yes or no? Yes. Do it. Create a date and login date should be what, sir, if you ask me? It should be date time. See, you should understand that whatever I'm doing it for you, it's exactly same like IT. Same. You should be able to get the answers for these questions. I will find it, get the answer for this. Date and time, it should auto-generate. Date and time, it should auto-generate. How you will do it? From where you are getting the reference, all of you? From where? All of you understand English? English, all of you understanding? Good. Tell me, where you are getting this? This answer, whatever I asked you, the question what I asked you, and you should find the answer. ChatGPT, Google, good. Say, in ChatGPT, you should type there. Yes? So that is known as prompting. What it is? Prompting. So you should give in such a way that it should give you the right answer. If you are giving a wrong prompt, wrong statement, it will give you the wrong answer. So the answer, what it will give, it might not work for your database. So give the prompt properly. How you will give? It's your brain. You give it. If you are preferring Google, you should tell there that statement within double quotes. I hope you know this. You don't know this? You don't know? See, if you give like this in Google search, that my database should generate date and time automatically, like this, some prompt you have given, and whatever the prompt is there, give it within double quotes like this. When you give it, your Google will search for exactly these words. If you simply give this, it may optimize this entire prompt. And it can cut off something and directly it can show you only database, only date and time. But if you give within double quotes exactly for this statement, it will search in the Google. Understanding? Yes or no? So that is why whenever you are giving their search, you should always put it within double quotes. That's a good idea. This is what you should do in IT industry as well. Sensing this much? Yes or no? Great. Now, if you want to get the result exactly from certain websites, like Stack Overflow, then what you should do is, you should come here and you should tell that. What is that? Stack Overflow. You should tell colon there. What you should tell? Stack Overflow, you should tell colon. And what it will do? It will search for this result only in this particular website. Understanding what I'm trying to tell? So this is how you should use your Google, if you are using Google. No, sir, Chat GPT is my best friend. I should go there and Google will give me lot of answers and I should find the right answer. That much time I don't have. Chat GPT is the best one. Even in Chat GPT also, you should give the right prompt to get the right answer for this. Let me see what you will make in your database. Who will find the answer? If you're finding the answer, good, or else I will only tell you what is the answer for this. But this is how you'll encounter in IT industry as well. You should get the answers. Remember, no one is going to help you out. You should find the answers. You got the solution? Got the solution? How many of you got the solution for this? Some of you got. Tell me. Current? Where you should give? Where you should give? To which one you should give in the database? Any other answers? Default? Now method you have used. Where you have used? In default. Now you have used. Great. Any other answers? Now you have used in default? You haven't used. Then?
Here current timestamp update is here, but one website is showing now. Now method.
Now method you can use, but this one is better. Current timestamp.
Then you wouldn't
Current timestamp use. See, now if you're using, that's also fine. If you want to use that, use it. Got the solution? You have a problem now currently. How will you get a solution? What changes you will make in your database? Current timestamp. Okay.
Generating auto implemented by using
Correct.
user ID and this data class login.
Awesome.
Is it required to put again this?
You put it. You put it, but my database should generate automatically.
From this user ID auto implementation, will it?
You see, that is auto-incremented in the database. But who should give in the object? In the object, it will not auto-increment. See, the DAO, whenever it is putting the data, living user ID, the created date and login date, living this, it should insert the data in the database. But I need that object which is having all of this information. Even your object should also carry that information. Got this? That is why you need that.
Is it necessary to put this in insert values and?
That is what I'm telling you. You have inserted the data there.
I am asking about this. Should I put this in insert query, delete query?
You should not put. Because you are only telling it should auto-generate. Then again you are putting it. You should not do. What changes you made? Huh? Current timestamp. Great. Yeah.
put in insert queries or not.
Where?
Role.
Role you should put. Yes. Yes. We see roles you have to put in such a way that it should contain 4 values only. If you are giving other than that, you will get SQL exception. Getting what I'm trying to tell? Yeah, please. See, whenever it gets you should not directly apply here. Sometimes this workbench will be not working fine. Okay, you should look at this. That's the problem. Current timestamp, beautiful. When you do that, default as current timestamp, it will auto-generate the date and time. You've learned something now. This is how in IT also you will be learning. All of you got the solution? All of you got the solution? What is the solution? Your database should generate date and time by its own. What is the solution for this? What is the solution? So for that column, there is something as default. And default should be current time stamp. If you give that, it will generate date as well as time by itself. Understanding this? Yes? Here? No? You guys understood? You got the date? You're still searching? Go to the database. You have created the database. Oh, it's still there, man. You did not came on Thursday's class? Data type for what? Date time. Because I need date as well, I need time as well. Go back. SQL is completed. Come this side. That's what, man. Created it two times, you are getting there. And look at the comma and the semicolon. Is a semicolon you have given for both of these two? You just see there. Semicolon have you given at the end for both of them? Huh? So you tell it as local date time. What should be the, what is that? Return type? It should be, the data type should be local date time. Local date time. Control space. Control space event. It is telling me to import. Is it working? This is a class known as local date time. That you should auto-generate. Great.
It's showing me error. I think I'm given the wrong.
Yeah, you have given a wrong SQL query. You have an error in your SQL syntax. Check the manual that corresponds to your MySQL Server version for the right syntax. Current timestamp. How you will give? That is how you will give. How you will give? Current timestamp is the answer. Then how you will give current timestamp? How you will give to the database? When you are creating the table. But how you will give? Current timestamp should be lowercase, uppercase. What you have given? Yeah. What's the problem, my friend? Which one? This one. Enum, is it?
Daytime also.
Daytime also. Okay, perfect. Okay, what's the solution for this? What is the solution for this? Yes, there's something known as default. For this column, you should go. When you go to that column, there is one box known as what? Default. And that default should have what? Current time stamp. If you're using that, it will only auto-generate the date as well as time. Understanding this? So now you have learned the new lesson that even database can auto-generate the date and time. And how is that? By giving default value as current time stamp. And this is how in IT industry you will learn every single day. You should research, work. Research, work. No one is going to come here and how I'm teaching. Look here, session object is there. From here it will go here. No one will teach you. You should work. Understanding this? Yes or no? Great. Okay, so database is ready. This is how our database is present. And three more things you have added to our user table. That is role, created date, and last login. So this table is ready. So now, corresponding to this, you have to change your Pojo class as well in model. Yes, you have to change in your DAO implementation as well. That you should make the changes. Sensing this much? Great. So with this, let me proceed further now. Have you made changes in the model? In the Pojo class, have you made the changes? Have you made the changes? All of you? There, last benches. First of all, your model class should be ready, Pojo class. Have you created it? Because I've given that assignment for you. When you change your database here, your user DAO will also change. Your user will also change. Am I correct? All of you have changed it? Yes or no? Great. So with this, let us proceed further. If you are not, please close all of your laptops. Close your laptops and please watch it. Close all of your laptops. Great. See, I told you that it is not from here to there. First, you have to do it. And again, I'm telling you, you will feel so difficult in IT industry. You will be addicted to this, that someone should come and spoon feed you. No one is going to spoon feed. You have to learn, do it. But thing is, already we have taught you everything. Database is ready. Your JSC is ready. Your JEE is ready. Using this, how we are going to create a project. And if you are not knowing, you should research and do it. Then also, if you are not getting to know, then you should call me. Because IT industry, same way. At least if you are not getting, I'm here to help you out. But in IT industry, it is only you. No matter what, you should research and get it done. Understanding what I'm trying to tell? Okay, so you should get used to these circumstances. So I'm just giving an environment to it. You should work. Okay, so now you watch it. So as I told you that customers are the God, so customer is ready. Customer is ready. Customer is ready. Yes, that is our user is ready. And we also understood that user cannot be only customer. There are different roles are also there. With this, let me proceed further, and we have to create one more table in our database. We have already our database created, and you have given a name to it. And what is the name I have given, sir? If you ask me, what is the name you have given? Tap Foods. And we have started with the first table. And which table, sir, if you ask me? The name of the table is what? User. And in this, there are many columns, and columns also you have given there. Awesome. Is this the end, sir? If you ask me, just we have started with. Okay, sir. Next, what you are going to create, sir? Watch it. I am going to create the next table here. In the same database, I want to create this table. Now you'll ask me, which table you want to create here? That is why I have to take you to my Swiggy application. And please watch it. Let me get my Chrome, and here we go. If I go to my Chrome and type in here something, what do you want to type, sir? I will tell it as swiggy.com, hit enter. When I do that, this is how the front page looks like. And if you look at the front page, now tell me, who is using this? It's me, user. User is ready. Yes or no? Great. Now, if you open your Swiggy application, what do you see here first? What do you see? Restaurants. What do you see? Restaurants. So now I want to create one table in the same database with the name restaurant. Sensing this much. So now you'll ask me, why you need that, sir? Why you need it? Because restaurants are there. This is one restaurant. What is the restaurant here? Pizza Hut. Now I want to store the name of this restaurant. I want to know the rating of this restaurant. I want to know what is there inside this restaurant. Everything I want to store it, right? Yes or no? How you will store? In your hand like this? No. Then how you will store? Using my database. But all of this information, I don't want to store it in the user because things will become more complicated. So that is why all the information about these restaurants, I want to store it in separate table. Sensing this much? Great. Okay, sir. How you will do it, sir? So first of all, let us say my Swiggy restaurants, what all things it is having. What all things it is having, sir? Let me go to one restaurant here. Which restaurant? Okay, so maybe, what is this? Andhra Gunpowder. Is it very famous? No. Okay. Reject. Let me come here. Ambur Star Biryani since 1890. Is it very famous? Yes? Okay. Any restaurant you can take there. If you look at this restaurant, what all things it will be having? What it will be having? What it will be having? Name. Restaurant name. Number one. Number two. Ratings it will be having. Number three. Time. ETA. What is ETA? Estimated time of arrival. So within this, it may arrive. That also I need. Okay, after that what? If you look here, what type of a cuisine it is? Is it a Andhra? Is it a Chinese? Is it Mangalore? Type of a cuisine. You understanding? Great. So like this, if you come here, all the restaurants, what you see, the same thing it is having. What it is having? Name, ratings, ETA, and what it is having. What kind of a cuisine it is having. Sensing this much? All this information about the restaurant, I want to store it in my database. Means now I have to create one table now. Okay, sir. What table you will create, sir? Watch it. Let me get my iPad to explain you this. Now I want to create one table. And what is the name of the table, sir? If you ask me, what is the name of the table? Restaurant table. And it should have many, many columns. And now you'll ask me, what are these columns? And let me tell it here. So let me create something in front of you, and this is how I'm creating. Beautiful. Great. And who is he, sir? If you ask me, let me give the name of him. What is the name of him? Restaurant, like this. That is the table name. Now I should have the columns, and those columns, instead of me showing like this, I want to show it like this. Okay, sir, how you will show? First and foremost thing, what it should be having? Restaurant ID, because these IDs are very, very important. So first, I'll get the restaurant ID. How will do it, sir? Like this. I'll get my restaurant ID in this fashion. Good. Now tell me, will you give him as a primary key? Yes, you should give him as what? Primary key. Very good. Should he auto generate? Yes. So you should give it as primary key as well as auto increment. That is what I'm showing you. Very good. So next column. What will you give next column? What will you give? Name of the restaurant. Yes or no? Let me give the name of restaurant also. And how will do it, sir? I will just tell it as what? Name like this. Okay, sir. Next what? Let me get my Chrome once again. Tell me, my friends, what is there? Name you have. After that, what? So name you have given, restaurant ID, you ignore this. After that, what? If you look here, what is this? What is this? Image. So in my application also, I want these kind of images. Understanding? Great. So these images, I want to store it in my database. How you will store? Using what? Blob. I hope you know the concept of blob. But if you are using blob there, inserting these images and retrieving these images back, it becomes very difficult and time consuming. It's not an efficient one. So that is why what I will do, I will give one column there known as image path. What is the column name? Image path. So I will give the link of something. And whenever I need it, I will get this link to get this image. Sensing what I'm trying to tell? Yes or no? Great. I will not use here what? Blob. Blob I will not use. Then what I will use, sir? What you are using there? What you are using? Your friend. You are not using your mobile. You are using. What application you are using? You are seeing all of this in your mobile. Huh? What are you using there? Get that mobile. Pass it. See, this image I want to store not in the form of a blob. Then how you will do it, sir? I will do it with the help of one column known as what? Image path. So that when I proceed with the project, you will get to know. But using blob, I will not do it. Sensing this much? Yes or no? Great. Then what you will do, sir, if you ask me, watch it. Let me come here and do this something. What do you want to do, sir? Let me show you. I'm having one more thing here. What is that, sir? Image path. So this is the name of my column. Let me tell it once again. I'm following the naming convention there. So I'll just tell it as what? Image path. And this is how I will do it. And inside this image path, just understand that image of that restaurant will be there. I can get that image using this column. Just understand that much. Understanding this much? Great. So you have the image. After image, what else you have? If you go here to my Chrome, great. After that, what else you are having? You got the name, you got this image, great. After that, restaurant, right? Other than that, what do you have? Rating. Let me get that rating for you. How is that, sir? In this fashion. So I will just tell it as ratings like this. Only the ratings. Let me get it back. After ratings, what do you have? 15-20 minutes, ETA. So now what I will do, I will get ETA there. And how you will do it, sir? If you ask me, I will just tell it as ETA in this fashion. If you want to tell it small, that's better. So I'll just tell it as ETA, estimated time of arrival. Why? Because that is how your Swiggy is also working. I want my application should also show in this way. Very good. Next what? If you look, the cuisine type of this, what is the cuisine type of this? See, if I go here and search pizzas, tell me what restaurants it will show me. Pizza Hut, then Domino's Pizza, then all of you close your mouth. Then McDonald's Pizza you will get. I don't know, you should tell me. No. Then what? Rapino. Lapino. I don't know, man, that is why. Lapino is it? Okay, Lapino. Tell me, why a Swiggy is able to sort all of these only pizza restaurant? Why? Because they have the type as a restaurant. What is the type there? pizza type. That is the cuisine type. If you go and search here, Szechuan noodles, and hit enter, you'll get many restaurants. Tell me, what restaurants it will give me? What restaurants? The restaurants wherein you'll get good Chinese food. Means for all of the restaurants, they have set a cuisine type as Chinese. That is why it will show that restaurants. In the same way, if you go and search here as Hyderabad chicken biryani like this, if you type it, tell me what kind of a restaurants it will give it to you. So many restaurants are there. Yes or no? What are the restaurants? Nandana Palace is there. Then Meghana, very important. Then Paradise is there. Good, great. Then Red Bucket is there. Great. Then all of these restaurants, why it will give it to you? Because your Swiggy know that all of this cuisine type is biryani. That is why. In the same way, in my table also, I need what is the cuisine type of that restaurant. And that also I need. Yes or no? Let me get it for you. And how you'll get it, sir, if you ask me? Watch it. Let me come here and give it as cuisine type. And this is how I do it. Cuisine type, like this. Great. Next what? Next what? Address of that restaurant is very important. Say, for example, I want to order the food from Meghana Biryanis. Meghana's Biryani or Meghana Foods it is. Agra. Now tell me, how many Meghana Foods are there in Bangalore? So many are there. Indranagar is there. Rajajinagar is there. Bannerghatta Road is there. Like this, so many restaurants are there. Now tell me, I am near JP Nagar. JP Nagar. Good. So from there, I want to order biryani from Meghana Foods. Which is preferred? Is it Rajajinagar Meghana Food Biryani or near Bannerghatta Road? Near Bannerghatta Road. Means address of that restaurant is also very, very important. Yes or no? So that is why I will come here and give their address also. And how will give, sir? Like this, I will give the address in this fashion. Very good. So now tell me, rest. What next? What you will give? What next? What you will give there? Very good. So, one of your friend is telling open or close. Sometimes when you go for Meghana's Foods in Bannerghatta Road, sometimes the restaurant will be like closed, you cannot order. It's open, you can order. Yes or no? Or during rainy times, it will tell that currently your restaurant is unable to deliver the food to your place. Yes? So that also I want. So open time or close time. So instead of open or close time, I want to give this something. What is that? I will tell it as is active, like this. If I tell is active, the meaning is this restaurant is available to deliver the food or not? That is the meaning. Understanding? Great. Next what? What is that? Price, sir? For a restaurant, you will be having price. See, inside the restaurant, you have a menu. Yes or no? Inside the restaurant, you will be having a menu. Now tell me, when I opened my Swiggy application, did it show all of the menu directly? No, it is just showing you the name of the restaurant, then image of the restaurant, then ETA it is showing, ratings it is showing, only this much. It is not showing you any menu. If you click on that restaurant, now you will get all of that menu. Understanding? I haven't clicked now. I'm just speaking about the restaurant, that's it, not the menu inside that restaurant. Menu, we will speak about it later, but only restaurants I'm speaking about. Great. Next what? Closing time, that is what? Is active, yes or no? Okay. See, one thing is there. you should think beyond the box to give that column name there. Now you'll ask me, what is that? Tell me, for this one, you have one person. Who is that, sir? In your restaurant, who is there? Restaurant owner. Yes or no? That restaurant owner is the owner of this restaurant. Yes or no? Now I want to know who is that owner. Sensing what I'm trying to tell? Yes or no? God knows. All of you understanding this? Yes or no? Okay. Then what you'll give here, sir, if you ask me, watch it. So I will give here this way. What you'll give, sir? I will tell it as restaurant. Restaurant what, sir? Owner. And if I'm getting the ID of that owner, I'll get the entire information about him. And that is why I'm telling what? Restaurant owner ID. And how can I get this restaurant owner ID if you ask me? That I can 100% get it from something. Sir, from where you want to get it, sir? That is what I'm showing you. Watch it. So here you have something. And what is that, sir? User. Good. And in this user, you have something there. What is that? User ID. In this user ID, there is one ID known as 3. And here there is one role. What is that role, sir? He is the restaurant owner. Sensing this much? So now tell me, if I get this ID, will I get restaurant owner as the role? Yes or no? So that is why this ID I want. So simply you should not give it as user ID. I am giving there a different ID. What is that? Restaurant owner ID. Or simply I can tell it as restaurant ID. That is also fine. And that is what I am showing it to you. I am just giving their restaurant ID in this fashion, like this. Oh, I have given there. Okay. Owner ID only I will give. Sensing this much? Great. So now, this is the database, what you should create. Only this much? Is anything to add? Is anything is there to add? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. So this much, you have to create one table with the name what? Restaurant, and all of these are the column names. You should give the data type and you should create a table for this now. Will you guys create it? Great. So now at this point of time, in my database, how many tables I will be having? User, who is already ready. You should create the restaurant and he should have columns. And how many columns, sir? If you ask me, these many columns should be there. This fellow, if you are understanding, fine. If you are not understanding, ignore. Because in next coming days, you will understand anyhow. Because without him, your project will not continue at all. Understanding? Great. So now you create this database, not database. Database is already ready. Create a table. What is the name of the table? Restaurant. So you think about it and create there. Oh, column. Tell me what kind of a key you will give it to him? What will you give? You should give him as foreign key. You should give him as what? Foreign key. Why foreign key? Why foreign key? Why foreign key? Very good. You are making him as a foreign key because you are getting a unique ID from another table. Which table? User table. That is why it should be foreign key. Understanding this? What understanding? God knows, I don't know. Give worker. Image path, what you will give there, data type? Give it as varchar at this point of time. What you should give? Varchar. Name what you are given? What you are given? Varchar. What about him? Int. And he should be primary key. And he should auto increment. These are the two constraints you should put for him. Name should be varchar for him. Varchar. What about ratings? MySQL is over. Then what you will give? Yeah, see, it happens. See, it's not only the problem of you. When I does it, the same thing it happens because that is what you have given previously for him. That is why the same thing you will get it. So what you should do is when you are executing, when you tell apply, so here itself you change it. That's better. Say for example, is active, tiny int is there, right? You remove him, and you give there boolean.
Okay,
That's
sir.
better.
For this, I am getting the estimated time.
My friend, you do this. Currently, you give it as int. We will only pass the time to it, and afterwards we'll change it. You give it as int only now.
Where to give foreign?
You don't know where to give foreign key. I also don't know. MySQL is completed. Huh? Completed. Where will give foreign key then?
Like writing command.
Ah, you write the commands.
Sir, in Qgen type, we write text.
Which one?
Type, cousin type.
Cuisine type. You give it as text itself. Varchar is also fine. Yeah, please go. This is the table. Where is user ID? What is the name for this column? It's empty. Yeah? What is the name there? It's empty. Yeah. Just- You can give here boolean, not tiny.
Does not take, sir.
If it is not taking, you can give here. Can give their boolean. Okay. say restaurant, okay. Okay, great.
Sir, project class, how to take login in Java, sir? In project class, how to take login created in Java? Data types.
Local date time. Yes, that should be the data type.
You have to import it and
Correct. Local date time is an inbuilt class what we have. That should be the data type.
For primary key, for foreign key,
No,
is it okay?
not the restaurant ID. Restaurant owner. Where is restaurant owner? Only restaurant owner. Restaurant ID should be a primary key.
Yes, sir.
Restaurant owner ID should be foreign key. It's fine, no?
From here I can apply.
Yeah, it's a foreign key. Already it is taken. Yeah, it's behaving like a foreign key now. And the restaurant ID, what you have, it's a primary key. You have selected him as a primary key.
Yes, sir. I selected it in restaurant table, but from this table, how can I select foreign key?
Which one?
Primary key.
See that. They're in the restaurant. First of all, restaurant ID is a primary key.
Yes, sir.
So when you're creating a column there itself, you'll get the constraints there. You have ticked, that's it.
For foreign key,
No,
one reference column should be there
not required.
from user.
At this point of time, not required. You just tell primary key, foreign key, that's it. At this point of time, the next table, absolutely not required. Just select as foreign key, that's it. Yeah, that's the reference. ETA integer you give. And how to change it to time, we'll see. Date and time you can give directly. But int if you are giving, you can only give estimated time because you are the owner of the restaurant. If you give there 35 to 40, that 35 to 40 you can get it there. 35 to 40 is an integer. Is active should not be varchar, it should be boolean. There's an option known as boolean. Okay, so please watch it, all of you. You have all the time. So this classroom is empty till whatever time you want to sit here and work. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, fine. Okay, but now you watch it. See, now I want to interact with this user table. I want to interact. So for that, what you did is you created one class known as what? User, like this. And inside this, what you did? You have given there certain variables. And these variables should match with what? Column names. Yes or no? And after that, what you have created? You have created something known as zero parameterized constructor you have created. After that, what you have created? Parameterized constructors, setters and getters you have created. What you have created there? Pojo class you have created. Yes or no? Means for one table, one Pojo class you have created. And now to speak with the database, you have built one design pattern also. And what is the design pattern if you ask me? You gave one class there, and which class is this? User DAO implementation, like this. And inside this user DAO implementation, what you did is, you gave some thing there. What I gave, sir? You did CRUD operation. Yes or no? What is the CRUD operation, sir? If you ask me, you have used there add user. After that, retrieve. Retrieve means how? Get user. Great. I want the entire table information. What you have used? Get all. Means insert is over, retrieving is over. Updating. For updating, what you did? You told there update user or just update. You just said as update user. In the same way for delete, what you have did, you have told delete user like this, you have implemented. But before you implemented this, there is a design pattern that is DAO. The meaning of that is that you have to create what there? You have to create one interface. And what is the name of the interface you have given? User DAO. This is my interface. And user DAO implementation, that is your class, is your implementing this interface, that is user DAO. And inside this interface, what you have? Add user, get all, update user like this. But now you'll ask me, why you need to create an interface? Because directly you can create a class there. But that is how the design pattern rule is. You have to create an interface. All of these methods should be there. You have to implement so that all of these methods, you will get it here. You have to implement all the methods. Sensing what I'm trying to tell? Yes or no? So this is how you will interact with the user table with the help of my model. Correct? Now, I want to interact with the restaurant table. Then what should I do? I want to interact with the restaurant table. How is that? I want to put some image there. I want to put some name, address, all of that. Means if I have to interact with him, then however you want, you cannot interact. Then how should I interact, sir, if you ask me? That is what I'm showing you. Please watch it. This is what you did till now. And these people are there for whom, sir, if you ask me, for this fellow. Which fellow, sir? For user. But for restaurant table to interact with, you cannot use him. And what should I use, sir? For him, you have to create one more Pojo class. And again, DAO. And again, you have to interact how you did it for the user table. How is that, sir? Let me show you. What's this? Let me create one class for you. What is the name of the class, sir? The name of the class should be what? Restaurant. Great. And inside this restaurant, you should have the variables. You should have the private members. And those private members should be exactly like what? The column names. If you have the column name as what? Restaurant ID, name, ratings, address, ETA, all of that should be the variables here, private members. Great. That is not the end. You should give there something. What I should give, sir? You should give there zero parameterized constructor. Beautiful. And after that, you should give there parameterized constructor. Very good. And after that, what you should give? Setters as well as getters. And all of them should be what, sir? If you ask me, you should create their what? Pojo class. Now my Pojo class is ready. Now I want to interact with the database. You have to use here again DAO design pattern. And how is that, sir? If you ask me, watch it. You have to create one more class. This is the class you should create. And this class should have the implementation. What implementation, sir? Add. Add what? Restaurant. Like this. Using this method only, you should add one restaurant here. Using this method only, you can add one more restaurant there. Understanding this? Very good. Next what, sir? After that, I want to give one more method. What method you want to give, sir? That's what? CRUD, what is what you are doing. Next one is retrieving. I want to retrieve the particular restaurant because I want to search there as Nandana Palace. If I tell only Nandana Palace restaurant should come. Yes or no? So now what I'm telling there is, I will tell one method. Which method, sir? Get. Get what? Restaurant. So I'll just tell it as get restaurant like this. So this is the method. He is going to get me only one restaurant. How? Get user. You are going to get only one user. In the same way, get restaurant, you are going to get only one restaurant. But I want all the restaurants from this table. If I need all the restaurants from this table, then what you should do? You should give there one more method. And what is the name of the method? Get all like this. And not only this, that is Creating is over. Retrieving is over. Let me update it. To update it, what you should tell, sir, if you ask me, what you should tell? Update restaurant, like this. And after that, what you want, sir? Delete restaurant. All of these should be there. Where it should be there? In this class. And which class is this, sir, if you ask me? The name of the class, let me give there. And what is the name of the class, sir? The name of the class is restaurant. Restaurant what, sir? DAO. DAO what, sir? Implementation. But directly you should create this class. Directly you should create this class. No, then what you should create? First you should create the interface. From that interface you get all the methods and then you implement. Understanding? The meaning is when you are speaking with user database, that is your table, you should be speaking with these people. Then only you can speak with him. If you want to speak with this restaurant table, you have to speak with this. Then only you can speak with him. Understanding this? Yes or no? That is what I told you. 70% of the project is there here. If you know this, controller work is to get there from there, putting in the session and accessing the data. That's it. But this much, this thing is very crucial. And that is why you should be knowing DAO inside out. And that is what I told you. Please go home, learn this. Please watch the video once again, implement it and come. And I heard from Soman as well that all of these is actually over. Yes or no? And he did it in the class itself to implement it. And I heard that all of you raised your hands in Sims. All of you raised your hands telling that you have created all of these DO classes and executed. Same thing I'm doing it. What next? Understanding this much? Yes or no? Great. So now today we made some changes in the user. Now restaurant you have created. I want you people to create a Pojo class. I want you people to create this DAO implementation. That you should do it. So tomorrow we should create one more table. Why is that, sir? Now, if you look at my Swiggy application, as a user is ready. When you look at the welcome page of Swiggy, restaurant is there. Restaurant is also ready. Let me click on the restaurant. When you click on the restaurant, what you will get? Menu. So tomorrow we will create one more table for menu. And what are the menu is having, all of that will add into that table. And after some time, we will link all of these tables and create a wonderful application. Understanding? See, this application is damn easy. Nothing is there unless you know this part. If you don't know this project you cannot build. Again, I repeat. Okay, so today's assignment is this. Please sit here and code. Because anyhow, you are having a friends with you as well. You can discuss and you can create. Some students will think this way. No, sir. I'll go to PG, sir. I'll fresh up and do it. You go to your PG. When you go to your PG, you'll go to bathroom. You'll fresh up. You'll come. There is one man sleeping. Who is that, sir? Bed. He'll be like, please come, like this. He will be like, hey, my best friend is calling me. Let me go there and have some nap. You napped? 9 o'clock is the time. PG food is ready. PG food you ate. Now I will do. You'll open. One reel will come. Instagram, notification. You'll open Instagram. When you go to Instagram, you will have a reels option. You'll go there. First video, watched. Second video, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, like this. You look at the time. Time is 1 o'clock, gone. Sleepy, sleep. Tomorrow morning, what happens? Your class starts at 4 o'clock, 2:30. That is your first class, everyone. 2:30 is the class. Aram se I will wake up. 10 o'clock is when you will wake up. Some students, sir, why are you telling my story, sir? Some students will be thinking that way. That is why you complete the work here itself and then you go. Is that clear? Create this table and I want this implementation. I want this Pojo class and say You implemented him, and have you checked that is it working or not? Have you checked is it working or not? You have to check. How you have to check? Create one class. Any class you create. Where your DO implementation is there itself you create a class. And try to call this method add user. You just created a class, that's it. That's it. Is it working or not? How you're getting to know? How you'll get to know that whatever the class you have created, is it working or not? Is it working or not? How you'll get to know? You should check it, right? For that you should call him. How you'll call him? You should create an object of him. Where you'll create an object of him? I don't know. I'm feeling like I should only do all of this instead of me telling it to you. Is this working or not? You should check first. Then only this is tick mark end. Then only you should go for this. And after this, you have menu. And after that, you have something known as order history, order item. Means currently how many tables you have? 2. Like this, 3, 4 tables will also add. And for all of them, same thing. What is that? One Pojo class, one interface for each table, and one class for each table. You just see how many lines you have there. Some 2000 lines you have coded very easily. You have coded. You haven't gave some money and someone created it. No, you have created it. So now, first you should create him. Is he working or not? You should check. How to check? Watch it. DO, you haven't done this. At least you are not telling DAO, sir, please teach it once again, sir. That also is not there. You are telling, I know. Is it working or not? Not working, sir. Have you implemented or not? Yes, sir. Is it working? Don't know, sir. Okay, so please watch it. So this is the tab foods 1, and we have a source there, we have main, we have web app. Okay, so but before that, we have something known as tab, and inside this what we have? Model. Yes or no? Great. So which package is this? Which package is this? Model package. Inside model package, what you should be having? Only Pojo classes you should be having. What classes? Pojo classes. I want to have DAO implementation. For that you should create one more package, I told you. Yes or no? Great. So where you have created, sir, if you ask me, let me show you. Let me come here. This is the source. Right click. I will tell new. And I want a package there. I'll go to other and I will tell it as package in this fashion. I'll click on it. I'll tell next. What is the package name you are given? Oh, not visible, not visible. What is the package name you have given? Where DO implementation classes you put there. What is the name of the package? What is that? Okay, com.tab.dao. IMPL. DOI. Only this much? Very good. I like this. Like this you are given? Yes? Okay. So this is the package you are given and you have told, yes, what? Finish. Like this. So inside this, DO implementation classes should be there. You should go to new and I should tell there one class. Which class is this, sir? So this is the class it is showing, and what is the name of the class? The name of the class is what, sir? If you ask me, the name of the class is user DAOI. That is implementation. And after that you told what? Finish. And inside this you have given all the methods there. Yes or no? Great. What you should do is, in the same package, you should right click. You create one more class like this. And you give the class as demo or any name you can give it as demo itself. Tell their main method, tell their finish. And in this main method, you should do something. What you should do? This user do class, is it working or not? I want to check it. So for that, you have multiple methods there. One of the method is what? Add user. Very good. Like this, you have this. Beautiful. And now tell me, what should be the parameter he is taking? User. Yes or no? Great. So what should be the return type? Void. Great. You have implemented and user is telling who is he. So it's telling that. Why are you having the error there? You have to import. Great. So let me import it. When I import it, the error is gone. Understanding this much? Great. So now user DAOI, is he working or not? If he is working in the database, that will get reflected. Yes or no? Now is he working or not, I want to know. So that is why in which package you have created this class. In the same package you create one more class known as demo. We are going to delete it afterwards. But I want to know, is it working or not? So you created a class known as a demo. This is a demo class. And I'm having my main method. We are going to delete it afterwards. But this is for your reference. Is it working or not? You want to check it. That is why I've given the name as what? Demo. Now tell me, I want to call this add user method. You are in the demo class. You want to call a method which is there inside this class. What you will do? You should create an object of that class. And how you will do it, sir, if you ask me, you should tell it as new. New what, sir? You should tell it as new user DO implementation. I'll put a semicolon, and for him I will give one reference. What is the reference? You can be anything, and I will tell, okay, UDI I will give. Okay, so UDI. This is the reference, and you should tell what is the type of him. What is the type of him? User DAO, like this, and I have to give the space there. It should be I. Awesome. So let me give their I in this way. Good. Next what, sir? After this, what you should tell there? UDI dot what? Add user. Now what you should give there? You should give user type. Yes or no? How you will give their user type? Very simple. You should hit enter and you should create a user object. One user object you should create. For him, you give the reference. What is the reference? U. What type it is? User type, like this. Now you are getting an error there. If you ask me, why is that error? Because it is telling me to import from the model, because it is there from the model. So now you give there. What I should give, sir? U, like this. If you give, if you execute this, you will get answer in your database, because first user you have inserted. This is what you have learned in DAO, right? No. Yes or no? You haven't learned this. So basically DAO, you just created the class and kept. Is it working or not? You don't know. You know. Sir told. Sir told. I don't know. DAO, if you are telling it is completed, means you should be knowing is it working or not. Tell me all of this connecting, loading of the driver, where you will do? Where you will do? JDBC. In DAO I am speaking about. Where you will do? Connecting all of that, where you will do? Where you will do? In user DAO. In user DAO, where you will do? Where? In the constructor. That you know? All of you created loading of the driver, JDBC and all of these. Where you have done? In the constructor itself. Yes or no? Because every time when you call, again and again it should not get connected. When you call the constructor itself, there itself all of the connection, loading of the driver should happen. Yes or no? Great. This you know. This you don't know. So how to see DAO is working or not, you don't know. Some people are telling no, some people are telling don't know. I don't know what I am doing only. Or it's better, I'll speak with Somanna and tell Somanna, you only come and take because DO you have only taken. At least that I should do it. Or should I take this DO once again? See, you are only making me confused. Now how you'll create this project? Because so many things are there in the next coming days. That is better. Okay, so you should create the object of it, and when you're creating the object, I hope all of you know, you have to send there something. Parameters you should send. Then only a user object will be having all the data. Yes or no? And that object only, through this add user, you are sending it to database. And if everything is working fine, your database will be having your first row inserted. If it is not, then you haven't created your program properly. There is something wrong in your DO implementation or your Pojo class or your database table. Okay, great. So you please create this table first, and after that you implement all of this. Implement it, and I just now shown you that how to see is this user DO implementation class is working or not. You should chuck it in this way. And this fellow, he will not be there. See, I don't want main method. All of this input you should take it from the welcome page. That is your dynamic web application. But till there we haven't went. We are in the database and model. So if you have to see how it is working, one demo class you create a main method, and in this you take a reference. If I am inserting any user object, is it working or not? You try to give their different input and see is it working or not. You should do it for user, you should do it for restaurant. These two things should be ready tomorrow. Will you guys do it? Yes or no?